Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Monday, May 5th. Coming up on Cullman Today, the town of Fairview receives a block grant, a local road closure, and funding for county road repair projects. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. The town of Fairview was recently awarded a community development block grant in the amount of $144,500. Governor Kay Ivey's office said that the grant will extend sewer service to facilitate local business development, including a restaurant that is expected to bring 30 new jobs to the small town of Fairview. The project will extend the sanitary sewer system to the planned site of a Jack's restaurant on Alabama Highway 69. The extended sewer service will also be capable of accommodating other businesses, which town leaders have said will be used as a marketing tool to help grow Fairview's economy. Ivey's office said the town of Fairview contributed $58,160 to the project. Fairview does not have its own sewer system, and the only sewer service is at the town's elementary, middle, and high schools. The sewer system used by the schools is operated by Living Water Services, a wastewater utility company. The sewer system will need to be extended by about 1 mile to accommodate the new Jack's restaurant, which is expected to be completed by the end of 2025. The City of Cullman has announced a road closure for today. The City of Cullman Street Department will close the southbound lane of Main Avenue Southwest between Olive Street Southwest and Miller Street Southwest for repairs. This lane will reopen at close of business Monday, but will again be closed on Tuesday, May 6th, until completion of the project later that day. The city suggests that drivers use an alternate route or expect delays. State Senator Garland Gudger announced on Friday that he has secured more than $545,000 in funding from the Ivey administration for needed road repairs and improvements in Cullman and Winston counties. The secured funding for upcoming road projects includes more than $295,000 for the town of Berlin in Cullman County to widen and resurface Mount Carmel Drive, including realignment of the intersection with U.S. Highway 78. $250,000 for the town of Addison in Winston County to resurface Highland Street, 3rd Street, and Elm Street. Gudger said that he will continue ensuring that the tax dollars sent to Montgomery return to Senate District 4 many times over in the form of road construction, infrastructure improvements, and other projects essential to the area, contending that good roads are important for the area's economic success, but they are also a quality of life issue for the residents who have to travel on them. And those are the top stories in Cullman today. Coming up, number 7 Vinemont falls to number 3 Winfield in the quarterfinals. Sports is next. Welcome back. In today's sports segment, let's take a look at the latest playoff baseball action. After defeating Phil Campbell in round 2, the Vinemont Eagles were back home at Mike Cup Field Friday afternoon to host a ranked matchup against Winfield in the 3A quarterfinals. Unfortunately for the home crowd, the Pirates dominated Game 1 14-2 to take a 1-0 lead in the series, and in Game 2, Winfield plated 4 runs in the 6th to pull away with a 10-2 win and end the Eagles season in round 3. Vinemont finishes the season 26-12 and advanced to the 3rd round of the state playoff for the first time in program history. The Pirates got off to a fast start, plating 5 runs in the top of the first and 1 more in the top of the second to take an early 6-0 lead. Winfield tacked on 3 more runs in the third to make it a 9-0 game, but Vinemont was able to get on the scoreboard in the bottom half of the inning. Back-to-back singles from Jake Hale and Josh Rhodes gave the Eagles a pair of runners, and a couple pitches later, Owen McKinney lined an RBI single to right field to cut the lead to 9-1. Rhodes came home to score a sacrifice fly from Caden Henderson to make it a 9-2 game going into the 4th inning, as a base-clearing double put Winfield in front 12-2 in the top of the 4th, and the Pirates tacked on 2 more runs in the 5th to wrap up a 14-2 win in Game 1. McKinney and Hale each posted a pair of hits in the loss. After a scoreless first inning, Rush Sandlin laid down a sacrifice bunt to score Caden Henderson and give Vinemont a 1-0 lead early in Game 2. Winfield got the run back in the bottom half of the second to tie the game at 1 going into the third. That's when the storms hit and Game 2 was postponed to Saturday night and moved to Cullman High School's Bill Shelton Field. Winfield tacked on 2 more runs in the bottom of the third to pull ahead 3-1, but an RBI single from Sandlin drove in Hayden Robinson to trim the lead to 3-2. The Pirates plated 2 more runs in the 4th and another in the 5th to take a 5-2 lead. The Eagles were unable to answer the scores from Winfield, and in the bottom of the 6th, the Pirates put 4 runs on the board to pull away with a 10-2 win and advance to the semifinals. Sandlin posted a hit and a pair of RBIs in the loss. Chad Reynolds, Rylan McCray, and Robinson each added a hit as well. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including an Alabama farm poll and the Bow Up Against Breast Cancer archery tournament. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. A random sampling of farmers will receive the Alabama Farm Poll from the Alabama Cooperative Extension System and Auburn University researchers. This poll is the first step toward providing Alabama lawmakers and decision makers with agricultural data from Alabama farmers. Michael Taylor, head of Auburn University's Department of Agriculture Economics and Rural Sociology, said the poll matters because agricultural organizations and policymakers need a firm grasp on the needs and perspectives of farmers in different regions of the state. 5,000 Alabama farmers were randomly selected from a list provided by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Russell said this random sampling will help researchers take the pulse of Alabama's farming community. The 14th annual Bow Up Against Breast Cancer 3D Archery Tournament is scheduled for Memorial Day weekend, May 24th through 25th at the Cullman Community Archery Park. Hosted by the Heritage Archery Club and the Bow Hunters of Alabama, the event welcomes archers of all ages and skill levels to compete in support of the Breast Cancer Research Foundation of Alabama. Check-in for the tournament begins at 7 a.m. each day, with the last scorecards handed out at 2 p.m. Participants may shoot at any time between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m., allowing archers to complete the course at their own pace. Awards will be given to top shooters in several competition classes, and team awards will also be presented for the highest score and most charitable team. Registration is $125 per team of up to 5 archers. Fees are $25 for adults and $15 for youth 15 and under. Online registration ends May 21st at noon, but on-site registration will be available during the event starting at 7 a.m. Additionally, free tribute signs will be available for participants who want to honor their loved ones by adding their names to the event's tribute wall. For more information or to register, visit www.bow-up.org. Cullman County Schools and AmFirst recognize a teacher and staff member each month of the school year who are going above and beyond in their professions. Beth Metcalf teaches math at Holly Pond K-8. Holly Pond's assistant principal Danny Weaver said that Metcalf is an exemplary candidate for Teacher of the Month due to her dedication to Holly Pond and its students over her 20-year tenure, adding that she eagerly volunteers for events, has a positive attitude, and willingly supports her colleagues. Connie Stallings works in the lunchroom at the Child Development Center. Cullman County Child Nutrition Director Emily Smith said that Stallings is one of their hardest working employees, making it a point to ask each child that comes through the line if they are having a good day, and takes care of them the entire time they're in the lunchroom. Each teacher and staff member of the month receives a $100 gift card. The Arley Day Festival will host its second annual pickleball tournament on Saturday, May 17th at Hamner Memorial Park in Arley. The tournament will begin at 8 a.m. and will follow a mixed doubles round-robin format. Entry is $25 per player, and proceeds will benefit the Arley Women's Club, a 501c3 nonprofit organization supporting the Arley area. Funds raised from this year's tournament will support a variety of ongoing projects, including expanding a scholarship program for Meek High School seniors, supporting literacy development at Meek Elementary through a new Storytime program, purchasing educational tools for local schools, and enhancing Hamner Park with additional pickleball courts and walking trail extensions. To register for the tournament or for more information, scan the QR code on the flyer below or contact Jane Shira directly at 205-540-5020 or janeshira@gmail.com. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message.
Almonds in full bloom in the newest edition of Community Matters from the Cullman Tribune. Discover fresh dining spots, celebrate community connections, and meet local heroes making a real difference. From stunning sights to courtside lights, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Pick up your free copy around town or read it online today. Community Matters. Get to know your community.
Let's take a moment to pause and pay our respects to those who lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. William Durrell Thornton, age 85 of Cullman, passed away on Saturday, May 3rd. A celebration of life visitation for William will be held Tuesday, May 6th from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Moss Service Funeral Home, followed by a celebration of life funeral service at 11 a.m. William will be laid to rest in Good Hope Cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. You might encounter some patchy fog on your way to work or school this morning. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high near 69. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low around 50. Tuesday, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a high near 76. Tuesday night, showers are likely with a low around 59. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting cullmantribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.